Okay, cool then. Looks like we're ready, I guess. First off, I am the Thepsychoripper, and this is Unreal Returned in a Pali. There's a lot of very similar speed tech to the game that was just done, which is Unreal, but I'm going to make sure to explain everything in case for whatever reason you may have missed it. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and start the game. I'll give you the cue in to start, because time doesn't start until I actually, once these cutscenes are over. So, start in about 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, so, as I've said, this is the expansion to Unreal 1, also known as Return to Pali. We have to return to Pali, set in the Unreal universe. And the main thing you're going to be seeing me do a lot here is dodging to the side like this. This is speed tech. It's actually really used to just kind of move around enemies for combat purposes, but you can, go fast with it. It does save a lot of time. It's a little bit awkward, but it's, doable. And it does save a lot of time, which makes it worth it. But, this level in particular, not a whole lot goes on. You're going to be seeing a lot of this. There's a couple of other little things to explain, but I'll make sure to get to that. One thing in particular about this expansion is that there's a couple of different levels, and, different levels and a couple new weapons added. So that's kind of interesting. There's only a few that we'll really be utilizing, though, because this game is very similar. So yeah, enjoy the scenery for a minute. As was mentioned in Unreal, though, there's a lot of saving and loading for a trick called safe hovering. The load times can vary depending on your hardware. I do not have an SSD, so mine might be a little slower because, timed in real time, so that's always cool. There is actually a load remover for this, but not a lot of people have discussed using it as far as I know, so yeah, whatever. Not much to talk about there. What else is worth mentioning here? This level's just mostly this. Unfortunately, there's not as much combat in Pali as there is in the base game, so yeah. Gonna see some of this hot movement. It's also better to jump up inclines. You don't want to dodge into them because you don't really get the full distance, and that's a lot slower to do it that way. I also should mention at one level this game has the possibility of crashing. Let's pray that that doesn't happen. Alright, and we're going to go up here and grab this gun because it's just cool. Anyways, so now we're going to get the ASMD and we're going to do an explosive boost up ahead to get onto something, but then we'll be using the first instance of safe hovering in this game. But we just got to get here. Just do one little boost here to get up here. And then this is safe hovering. So we're just going to get up here to get over this little castle wall thing to get to the other side. And we're going to save and load to mitigate damage from falling. We're also going to save and load here just so we can get onto this really a little bit quicker. And yeah, now we're down here. What the fuck? Okay, so that was weird. The touch-based triggers for switches and stuff can be a little bit finicky in this game, so we're also going to utilize a small elevator boost here to get up here a little bit faster. I should also mention that I'm using literally a route I learned today, so there might be a lot of spaghetti, but that's fine. Hopefully I don't screw it up too bad. I might save a little bit, play a little bit safe in some spots just because I'm not as comfortable with the route yet, but anyways, we got a little bit of time to wait here, so we're gonna just kill this guy, and there are bugs that can come out of those holes. Hopefully we don't have to, deal with them. They don't really waste time, they're just kind of annoying. Yeah, also shoutouts to Cubeface for not having an SSD, having a really slow hard drive and using a slower route, and still having world record. Imagine being that much of a god gamer. So we're going to pick up a weapon in this box, which is the grenade launcher. This is going to be useful for explosive boosting in a couple sections. And yeah, now we're going to do some swimming. This is the color green. It's a pretty cool color. There's lots of it. It's not my favorite color. My favorite color is actually purple, but it's still pretty nice. No, don't tell him he'll see it. I don't want the game to crash. Yeah, because there's like one spot that's notorious for crashing in this. Yes, please remember to spam cutscene dialogue. It's very important. Alright, so we're just going to do some small ASMD boosting, hopefully. Oh, well, I screwed that up. That's fine. So now we're going on to this level. I don't actually know what any of these level names are. They just know what they look like. So if I just say this level or whatever, don't be mad if I don't know the actual level name. I actually don't like Unreal Returned in Pali as much as I like the base game casually, because I feel like the level design is a bit obtuse, more so than it needs to be. Alright, that was a really shitty boost, but that's fine. Alright. So now we're in like a tomb thing. We're not going to be in there for long, don't worry. Alright, we're going to try and do a little boost here. Kinda got it. Kinda moved in a really weird direction for it, but that's fine. Now this part here gives me a lot of trouble sometimes for no reason. We're going to be doing some explosive boosting. And a little bit of quick saving. To get over to here. Also, again, it kind of sucks because my hard drive isn't particularly fast, so I can lose time to having to use save and load. Whoa. Alright, so here we're going to hopefully get our first instance of not only explosive boosting, but also bunny hopping. Bunny hopping is a little bit weird in this game, because the timing is not only strict, but it's really weird. I can't quite figure out how it works. Oh, we got one. Nice. We're going to do a little boost here just to get a shield belt. And we're going to do a little bit of a weird boost here. Hopefully I get it. There we go. Nice, first try. I did a little bit of a safety save there just in case. Alright, cool. And now we've just kind of gotten onto the ship. We're supposed to go inside it, to this side, in order to get to the next part. And this next map that we're going to load when we get into it has the possibility of crashing, so please, for the love of God, I hope it doesn't happen now. It has not happened yet when I was practicing this morning, so let's hope that, trend stays. I'm going to save here in case it does. Oh no, it did it! Fuck, it's over, guys. The marathon's canceled. This was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. Shoutouts to the Unreal development team for making such a well-designed video game. I am a fan of this. I'm totally a fan of this, actually. So let's just quick load so that doesn't happen again. Alright, we're going to resume the run. Yeah, that can happen, and it randomly happens. Don't really know why. It's kind of cool, though. So yeah, we might go overestimate. Probably not, but... Also, I like to do a save hover there just because that jump is a little bit finicky.
By some miracle, the translite communication system on the Prometheus is still working. While I was exploring...
Also, here's some plot. It's a little loud, so make sure you pay attention in case you weren't curious. You're curious about the story.
Prepared to take whatever steps are necessary to ensure the success of Operation Talon Hunter.
Acknowledged.
Bodega Bay, one more thing. Operation Talon Hunter is classified Deep Ultra. Once you've finished your mission, you must implement measures to eliminate any security risks.
Please clarify, Starlight Base.
Bodega Bay, make sure prisoner 849 doesn't come back. Terminate the prisoner once the job is done.
Understood, Starlight Base. We will dispose of prisoner 849 after Operation Talon Hunter is concluded. Bodega Bay, out.
I've been betrayed. Why does this not surprise me? I should have known what to expect from those bastards. I guess all I can do is play out this hand. Recover the data cores, activate the ELT on the bridge, and then try to hijack the shuttle when they come to get me. It's a long shot, but it's all I got. If I don't make it, and someone ever recovers this log, maybe the truth will get out.
Alright. Yeah, so I don't entirely... That's kind of just like exposition of plot of some sort. I think, like, the story, I don't really know. The character's name is like Jennifer or some shit like that, and she like forgot her car keys on Pali when she left. So she kind of has to go back for it, and she kind of gets roped up in some weird shit, so... It's kind of the whole story of this thing. You can also play as a male voice as well, but I like to play this a female one because a female lead in a 1999 shooting game is pretty progressive, so... This fight is a little annoying. It's kind of a bit of randomness to it. We just have to kill a bunch of enemies. Hopefully they stay in good patterns of movement so that I don't have to chase them around. But the enemies are gonna, two of them in particular, or three of them actually, are gonna have rocket launchers. That's useful for like one boost. Oh, where is the other one? Oh shoot, he's the one with the rocket launcher. Yeah, you gotta be careful because that rocket launcher does a lot of damage to you. Okay, so I had pretty good enemies that didn't go in weird directions, which is really nice. But that's that fight. It's over. And yeah. That's that level. So now we're going to do a little more swimming. And we're going to hopefully do a little more bunny hopping. Hopefully is the key word here. Also, shoutouts to Fatscape for not really having music playing when he was playing Unreal, or at least making it inaudible, because this game's soundtrack is actually really good. I don't know how much of it is audible on the stream. Missed one. Okay, I got one there. That's pretty epic. I got two there. Oh man, we are leveling up. Fired that a little too far. Wow. This is some really awesome speed tech right here. Also, you see all those titans in the background. We only actually have to fight one of them in the run, which is kind of nice, because they're scary. Alright. So I'm just going to do a little hover over here. And we're just going to go inside of a temple. So we just move over here. Save hover to mitigate, or save and load to mitigate damage, and boom. Alright, so now we're in this room right here. It's pretty cool. We're gonna pick up this health just to have full health. It's really not necessary, but it's out of habit. Like I said, this is still kind of a new route, and the biggest change in it is gonna be in this level, actually. Because normally there was a really, really annoying 8-ball boost that we have to do. But it's actually faster to go this way, surprisingly. And just save, hover across. So that's pretty epic. Go in here. The only risk with this one is that you don't get a refreshed armor, but I have a lot of health and armor as it is already, which is surprising because practice runs didn't nearly treat me that well. You can also go this way. There's two ways to go to this area. This way is nicer because there's no enemy getting in the way. And the enemy that's in the way is kind of random, so you don't want to deal with that. Just have to hit these switches to lower a wall. That's a trap. We're not going to get hit by it. And we're going to throw a flare there. This was done in the base game as well. And just having a flare down there when an elevator is lowering just makes it so it instantly rises back up without waiting. It would be really nice if you could do that in the beginning with the first elevator, but as far as I know, there's not any conveniently placed flares for that. Alright, so this is a really unnecessarily big map for where you need to go. I really don't understand. Again, this is kind of my big problem with Unreal Returned to Pali, is that some of the maps are realistically more big than they have any right being. And this is a great example of it, because we just have to go over here. It's pretty cool. And this is one of my least favorite parts of the level, or the game, is this boost we have to do right here. It's a little bit picky, and you can just kind of get launched in a random direction if you're not careful. Hey, we did it. That took less tries than I thought. And we're gonna go up here. We want to go this way in order to get this extra, or this mega health, or whatever it's called. I don't really know what anything in this game is called, other than the weapons. I just know what they do. We're gonna try and not die here, because as you can see, those are giant bloody closing blade things, and that's a little bit scary. Alright. Just gonna get over here. Jumping over that pipe is nice because it just allows us to get to this faster. I don't actually know what the intended way to do this level is. I played Returned to Pali casually, maybe for about an hour at the most. And I ended up running this because I originally was learning Unreal and I didn't like Unreal as much. And this is very similar, but a lot shorter, which is kind of cool. Alright, so this part's really annoying because this enemy can just troll me if he wants to. Okay, he's not going to do it. There's another one that can. He's going to do it. Fuck this guy. Yeah, there's enemies that can stop that from reaching the top for whatever reason. It's kind of cool. You just got to wait for this door to open. Oh my goodness, I'm stuck. Alright. I'm just gonna boost up here to lower this thing. Again, I wish I could explain why that happens, but I did not play this casually all the way through, so I'm a scrub. I just wanted to speedrun the game so I could say I beat it. Here's another instance of elevator boosting just to save a little bit of time. It's just whenever you jump while you're riding an elevator, you get an increased height in your jump. It's more useful for actually like multiplayer stuff, but it's practical here. And there hasn't been enough swimming, so we're going to do it here. This water that we're swimming in is cyan, as opposed to green, which is kind of cool. It's a very nice color. I wish there was much to say here, but I mean, like, really, there isn't. There isn't really anything to say. This game is... I like it. It's fun because there's not a lot of bullshit that can happen. Well, there is, but not for 40-something minutes. And there's an enemy that can sometimes drop here, but I don't think he's going to do that. And we're just going to take another elevator ride down to get to a door to the next map. Hopefully it opens. Sometimes it can open and immediately shut for, like, no reason. Like that. Like that. 3 times in a row. That's pretty cool. So we're getting close to the end. We're going to do a little boost right here. Grab some health and some armor. Because we're going to do another big boost here with the 8-ball gun. Hopefully I get it. Alright, well it got close, so there we go. You only need about 5 to do that. You can actually get clean entry with 5, which is kind of cool. But it's a little bit tricky to pull off. We have to hit these 2 valve things and try not to take as much damage as we can. Enemies are really, really random. Like, I can just move around and do stuff and hit you sometimes. Pin you in corners and all that crap. It's not really fun. It's actually pretty awful. Especially when they do a lot of damage. We again save and load to mitigate fall damage so we can get this armor, which allows us to swim through this acid. Alright, so we're going to do another boost here. I'm going to save in case this goes badly. Well, that was a little bit weird, but that's fine. Also, fucking amazing load times there. I'll grab this health just so I can get the most health I can. Alright, so this part is really annoying. I do not like this room at all. Just because if enemies behave certain ways, it can be really hard to deal with. But we got lucky, so hell yeah. Hopefully this enemy doesn't follow me. Oh no. Okay, I don't think he's gonna bother. That's good. Sometimes that enemy can follow you over here and then he just rides the elevator with you. But don't really have time to deal with that. Alright, and we're gonna go down here and get to this. If we get down there quick enough, we'll be fine, but if you wait, there's like, the floor actually rises and you have to fight an enemy in order to make it lower again. So this is the only like real boss fight of this map pack, which is kind of something you've seen already in Unreal. We're just fighting a Titan. But there's ice physics and it's really annoying, and also this level gets really loud. Please prepare yourself. It's loud for absolutely no reason. Alright, he's gonna get distracted. That's gonna make this a little easier. Because he throws boulders that can basically insta-give you. And that would be suboptimal to die. Alrighty, so we still got a lot of health and shield, which is nice. Basically gonna be using most of it for the rest of the map, or the next two maps to finish the game. Because these next two maps are the last two in the run. So hopefully we get good boosts. That was pretty bad. Alright, we got one somewhat boost there, that's pretty cool. Alright. It's not the most optimal boosting pattern, but it's okay. Hello? Hello? God bless. That switch is really picky. I've actually lost runs because I thought I hit the switch and it just doesn't register. That's pretty awesome. So I'm going to try and boost up most of this and get a very good boost there. That's fine. And we're about to go into the last map of the game. So, time is going to come up here soon. Be ready for that. And I don't have as much health as I want, so I'm just going to do this a little bit of a safe way. Also because I'm a weenie. And time. Alrighty. So that was the expansion to Unreal Return to Pali. Cute little thing about when you finish the game here is if you just click this, hey, you're now floating around. You can shoot weapons in the title screen. It's pretty epic. What was my time? Oh my god, that was a PB? Are you kidding me? The game crashed. That's bullshit. I don't believe any of this. Well, that was cool. That's a PB. I got a PB with a game crash. Imagine how fucking good this time would have been without it. Wow. It's amazing to be a god gamer. What can I say? But anyways, that's the end of Unreal 1. Get ready for Unreal 2 by Lots of S. That's gonna be a pretty cool run. It's gonna be longer, but it's gonna be cool. Alrighty, yeah.